I'm back, and welcome to this week's edition of Connections with Kenyatta Collins. Before we dive into this awesome episode, I want to thank you for tuning in, subscribing to my channel, and staying connected. If you didn't know, I consider you a connector, a supporter of Connections. In today's episode, see how one local church is not only saving souls, but investing in the community through education, evangelism, and social justice. Plus, see how this wife turned tragedy and sorrow into an organization designed to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community. All of that and a whole lot more when we return to Connections with Kenyatta Collins.
Are you suffering from substance abuse? Has your addiction taken over your life and left you defeated? Don't give up hope. The New Hope Outpatient Substance Clinic can help you achieve abstinence from addiction. Call 225-926-7911 today and begin your journey towards a better life.
With the rise of racism and peace being taken from the world, it leaves a person to wonder, what's going on in the world? Sadly, these things are not going away. Read The Dog Whistleblower to find the link between racism and the coming Armageddon.
Staff and faculty treated my kids like they were their own.
Shiloh is a place where, your kids can come and be themselves.
The staff is very open to things that the parents have to say.
To enroll your child in Shiloh's Early Learning Academy, call 225-343-4734.
Good evening and welcome to Connections with Kenyatta Collins. I'm Kenyatta Collins. In 2016, Baton Rouge suffered a major loss, a tragic loss. 3 local law enforcement officers were ambushed. And here today joining me, a lady who has turned tragedy into triumph, Trenisha Jackson. Welcome.
Thank you.
Let's go back to 2016, where it all unfolded, where it all happened.
On July 17, 2016, it was a Sunday, and I was getting my son and myself ready for church. I had my iPad playing, and I had been talking to my husband's brother throughout the morning just about purchasing my son a high chair because he's his godfather. And so I got off the phone with him, and then I misplaced my phone in my closet. And then once I found it, I seen that I had several missed calls from his brother, which I thought was strange because we had just got off the phone. And so he was like, Trenisha, do you see what's going on in Baton Rouge? And I was like, no. He was like, have you talked to Montreal? I was like, no. And he was like, well, turn on the TV. And turned on the TV, and that's when I seen officers down. So that's when I started calling Montreal. And he didn't answer. I called the district. He didn't answer. At the time, I didn't have an iPhone, so I FaceTimed him from my iPad, and he didn't answer. And regardless of what he had going on, he would always answer the phone and just be like, I'm on a call. I got to call you right back. But for him not to answer the phone, I knew it was strange. I was on the group text with the wives from his squad, and I was asking them, is everything all right? Have y'all talked to y'all husbands? And they was like, my husband's okay. My husband's okay. And I'm like, well, what about my husband? And the phone wasn't dead. So I was like, well, I'm going to the outlet of the lake because that's what they said they was taking the officers. So I headed to the outlet of the lake. At this time, everybody calling my phone, asking me if I talked to Montreal. No, I hadn't talked to him. One of the squad wives, she called me. She was like, well, why are you headed to the lake? And I was like, because I need to see my husband. He's not answering the phone. I just need to make sure he's okay. So long story short, I pick up my mom. We make it to the hospital. And that's when I received the most detrimental news of my life. I never imagined that I would be living without him. And I had just had a 3-month-old son. So it's been, it was, really hard to deal with. So, after he was killed, I decided to start a foundation. in his honor, the Montreal L. Jackson Foundation, just basically to keep his memory alive. The goal is simple, bridging the gap between law enforcement and the community. I started selling shirts. I've been giving away scholarships. I've just really been trying to do different things in the community.
You talked about bridging the gap between law enforcement and the community. What does that mean to you?
You know, a lot of people are just so, they all feel that all cops are bad. You know, it's just so much hate against law enforcement. And so my goal is just simple. It's for people to understand that not all police are bad. And that's why I do the different things that I do, just to change the way people feel about law enforcement.
And one way you do that is through the Montreal Jackson Foundation.
Yes.
So with bridging the gap between the community and the little children, you do Popcorn with the Police.
Yes.
And let's tell me about that.
Popcorn with the Police is something that I started out doing at my son's daycare. And just, you know, doing different things in the community, I realized that it's so much going on with adults and how they feel about police. So I feel like they're already lost. So I want to reach the kids. So we've been going to different schools doing Popcorn with the Police.
I know that education plays a big part in this as well, and you mentioned giving scholarships. So those recipients are products of the community, and was there a certain school that you were interested in choosing?
No, anyone could have written for the Montreal L. Jackson Scholarship.
So there were qualifications?
Yes.
Okay.
Senior in high school, and they had to write an essay on how to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community. And we received a lot of essays, and we narrowed it down to 7.
So with the Popcorn with the Police and the scholarships, is that something that's going to continue on year-round?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. So how many schools have you reached with Popcorn through the Police?
I know we're over 10 now. Last month was super busy. I remember doing 3 schools in one day. Yeah.
And 3 schools in one day, was that the day you came to my class?
No. No.
So with the holidays in full swing, we're gearing up, we're giving thanks, and we're giving back, and we're celebrating the birth of Jesus. Something that the Montreal Jackson Foundation has done over the past years, they're going to do this year, and what is that with the community?
We're going to give away bikes. Well, this is actually our first year giving away bikes.
Okay.
Yes, this is actually our first year giving away bikes. We're going to give away 15 bikes, and it's simple. All you have to do is email me, writing me, telling me why you think that your child or someone else you know deserves a bike.
So emailing you, what's that email address?
The email address is mljfoundation@gmail.com.
And I noticed you said that you were selling T-shirts. So how can I get, where's my T-shirt?
I got you.
Okay, so if anyone else is interested in purchasing a T-shirt, is there a website they can go to?
Yes, the website is mljfoundation.org.
Being a part of this organization and working through your husband's legacy has brought you so much joy, I'm sure. And I know that the Montreal Jackson Foundation is not finished. So you're accepting donations and those that want to volunteer, right?
Yes. In the past, we've done cops and kids, a kid cop dance. We're always doing different things, and I'm always looking for volunteers. Donations are always welcome and greatly appreciated.
Financial donations, right?
Yes, financial donations as well.
Okay.
And we are a nonprofit 501(c) foundation.
Okay. So one thing I wanted to talk to you about, I know that you're in the community with the foundation, but what sets this foundation apart from all of the other organizations?
I feel like we always have boots on the ground, and I'm always willing to help other organizations. We're always doing different things in the community. I'm always donating things. You might not always hear about it, but we're always doing different things.
And what's one thing you want the community to know about the Montreal Jackson Foundation?
That I just want to make sure that nobody ever forgets Montreal Jackson, because he was a great man.
We'll be right back.
Hello everyone, I'm Brandon Griffin, aka Mr. Grip.
I'm Bentley, the hip hop barber pole.
The Hip Hop Barbershop offers the best haircuts.
We service ladies too, Grip.
Ladies, we can do your eyebrows and your cut as well.
We welcome walk-ins, but tell them about the online booking.
That's right, you can book an appointment online as well, or give us a call at 225-252-7773.
We know the flavor, neighbor.
Hello, I'm Pastor Leo D. Cyrus, inviting you to share with us in our worship service. New Hope continues to do God's work in our community through weekly worship services and Bible studies. Our ministry has several outreach programs that serve the people of our community. Come be a part of our church family. We'd love to have you.
Every January, people flood the gym in brand new workout clothes, all hoping this will be the year their goals become reality.
In the beginning of the year, our membership skyrockets. Even people who have had memberships and we haven't seen, or they just kind of pop in here and there. In the beginning of the year, they're here every day, sometimes doing classes back to back. So the appointments that I have made for consultations and people coming in, the phone calls and emails just skyrocket. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just the hype that's happened with New Year, New You type thing, and it works for us.
Meet certified personal trainer and local gym owner, India Ambo.
I've been into fitness since I was a kid. I've been an athlete all of my life, but I became a certified personal trainer in 2014. And after that, we opened the business in April of 2015.
Along with her husband, who is also a certified personal trainer.
We put a lot into this because we could both, my husband and I could both just be trainers at anybody's gym, working for other people, but we felt like it was important to show people that everybody can be involved in fitness and everybody can have their own business. It is hard, but it's so worth it when you start meeting people and helping them reach their goals and helping them do things that they didn't think they could do with just a little bit of encouragement. And so being able to do that for ourselves makes all the difference.
Imagine a gym that offers certified personal training, 30-minute workout sessions with certified personal trainers. So get your rear in gear here at the Fit Body Boot Camp.
The thing is here, our workouts are 30 minutes. We are in and out. So you can imagine what type of workout you're getting in 30 minutes. You're getting in and out, you're getting everything you need, and we're moving on. So we're offering the entire package. We're not just giving you workouts and sending you home. We're giving you customized meal plans. I find out what their body type is, and I give them a diet specifically for that. On top of that, we keep track of progress. So we weigh you, we do your BMI, body fat percentage every month just to see if you're making progress. So whatever meal plan you're on, I see how it's affecting you. If you're losing weight, we leave you on it to make sure you're continuously losing weight. When you get to the point where you start to plateau, we change it up and we give you something else, just to make sure you're constantly making progress. We run little incentives inside the gym. Sometimes I run a challenge to be like, hey, whoever has the best workout today will win 2 tickets to the movies. Or I do small gift cards to like different stores, Nike store, whatever I can find. Just something to kind of, whoever shows up that day, they'll get a prize. And I do challenges. I'll do 6-week challenges just to kind of get new people in, just to give them a chance to try it out, see if they like it, see if it works with their schedules, or see if the workouts are even something that they feel like they can do. And I think one thing about boot camp that scares people, they feel like they cannot do it, or it's going to be too challenging or too high of a level, and it's not like that. Everything here can be done at your own pace, and you build up. We preach that you can do things slowly and gradually, and when you do things that way, it's much easier to maintain it afterwards. When you lose weight very quickly, it's hard to maintain it, but when you lose weight in a slow, manageable way, you know how to maintain after you leave us. Because realistically, you shouldn't need a trainer for the rest of your life. I'm here to teach you what you need, so after you leave me, you could take that information, use it, and continue to get better.
For Connections, I'm Kenyatta Collins.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gerard Robinson Sr., pastor of the McEwen Baptist Church, and I want to invite you and your family to join the McEwen family in our worship experience. We have a number of ministries and outreach programs that's sure to strengthen your walk with Christ. I'm asking you to take the next step in your walk with Christ by joining us at the McEwen Baptist Church. We look forward to seeing you there.
To sell or purchase a home is a big deal, and big deals require the best.
I've recommended Mr. Dupart to friends and family, and they've used him. And look, I'm ready to use him again.
And I knew from the first minute we spoke, this was going to work.
Mr. Dupart provided me 2 main contractors, and in addition to that, I had some selection from a couple of different contractors to find the right contractor to work on the project that we needed at my house.
Through his years of experience, Joseph Dupart uses many innovative techniques to make sure his clients are supremely satisfied. Backed by international market leader and real estate Coldwell Banker, Joseph Dupart is the only name you need to know when it comes to selling or purchasing a home in the Baton Rouge area.
To many, this is a place of worship, but the day-to-day operations prove otherwise for this religious institution. Take a look.
That should be the goal of every Christian church, to do the work of Jesus Christ.
There are many churches around the city, but this one historical church has been a pillar of hope within our community for multiple years.
Shiloh has been an intricate part of the community for more than 100 years. And so we pride ourselves in making a difference here in the Baton Rouge community and beyond.
The goal of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, and as far as I'm concerned, the goal of every Christian church, is found in Scripture. Evangelize the lost, disciple the saved, minister to the needs of hurting people.
A great portion of the African American community has prospered due to the efforts of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church.
We have big programs like the Brother and Sisterhood Feed the Homeless, second Saturday of every month. When we started the program, there were about 70 plates that they served on that particular Saturday. Now some Saturdays it's 200 when they go, and so it makes a considerable difference. We have a early learning academy that is primarily designed to give a good quality educational product at a low cost. We're probably one of the least expensive daycare centers in the city, but we provide a good product for those babies, and we love on the babies. And we have students here from 6 weeks to first grade, and we have some dedicated teachers, knowledgeable teachers, and again, it's another way for Shiloh to make a difference in the community.
Scholarships is a big part of what we do, and we do the scholarships that's provided by the church, but we also have members and families that provide scholarships to other people as well. And then, of course, for a number of years, we provided the Duma Scholarship that actually goes to people who are paying particular attention to the diversity within our community. That we provide one for an African American student, for a Caucasian student, another race. And I think that sends a message. I'm really excited about the fact that as we're planning on looking forward and trying to see how we can build the efforts of the foundation, because we've normally given over $50,000 a year just in scholarships to people within our community. But now some of them have begun to give back, not just by what they've gone out in the world and done, but also by making contributions because of the benefit that they had in a time that they really needed it.
Shiloh employs some 60 people. If you include the daycare, the early learning center, if you include the bargain center, and if you include the regular church staff that we have here, Shiloh employs some 60 people. And I dare say, and I stand to be corrected if someone can correct me, there's not a black business in the city of Baton Rouge that employs more people than Shiloh does. And that employment is important because it's not just something that you can boast about, well, we have 60 employees. It means that we are investing in 60 different families' lives. We're putting food on their tables. We're allowing them to pay their bills. We're allowing them to educate their children through the fact that they are employed here, not handouts. They work here. And Shiloh provides them an opportunity to express their talents and their gifts through the labor that they put forth here at the church. And I think that it's a wonderful thing, and probably one of the things about Shiloh that is not widely publicized in the community is what an impact we have on the African American community just through employment.
A place where many gather to worship, Shiloh was not just a church with open arms, but a church that understands how busy life can be. They continue to embrace technology with hopes of furthering their outreach efforts.
We try to use technology as best we can. We live stream our worship experiences. We have 2 television broadcasts. We use social media. We have a podcast. We're on radio on a weekly basis. We do a good job as far as media is concerned. But evangelism is primarily a one-on-one personal contact thing.
Shiloh's rich history and presence within the community is how this church continues to build a foundation for the future.
As we try and grow and help our community understand that we're not here just to provide the mission piece of it. We need to think a little bigger than that. We need to be a part of the footprint for this community. So we wanted to not only be consumers, we wanted to be part of the development team. And we are, along with other partners. And it's a very diverse team that I'm very proud of being, that we are partner in that, in the development of that site. So right now there's just a part of the site that's developed, but you know, when it's finished, it should be a development that's worth more than $20 million. And for years to come, Shiloh will have the benefit of being part of the ownership of and the development of that particular piece.
The anchor for this church is service. It is holistic ministry. It is what has made this church the blue ribbon church of this community. And I say that without any arrogance on my part, but I just know what the church has done. I know what the church is doing. But I also know what the church has the potential to do. And we still have to reach that potential.
For Connections, I'm Kenyatta Collins.
Staff and faculty treated my kids like they were their own.
Shiloh is a place where, you know, your kids can come and be themselves.
The staff is very open to things that the parents have to say.
To enroll your child in Shiloh's Early Learning Academy, call 225-343-4734.
This is my least favorite part of the show, leaving you, my connectors. I've enjoyed our afternoon together. It's truly been a time well spent. But until next time, which is next week, you be great, drink water, and meet me right here, same place, same time. Have a good one.
My age would always say because folk died for it. And that is true, those who had to fight for this right. But right now, it's because of what's going on in our communities and the needs. It's an urgent piece.
You had a group on one side that was bad, and you had a group on the other
side that was also very violent.
Honoring all of the great white men who are
being smeared and defamed and torn down. Donald Trump, that's what we believed in, that's why we voted for Donald Trump, because he said he's going to take our country back.
Since Lincoln was supposed to have freed the black man 100 years ago.
So you can say what you want, but that's the way it is.
Put your hand, buddy. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
We have to go out and change the things that people are already planning to do. I've heard that when certain people decide, or if they got elected, when they take their hands off the Bible, there are some things that they're just going to freeze a cut that benefits us all.
I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.